Deslah dinau. On taxpayers by buying.
Welcome back to PNG Trends Burner. In this video, we unpack Australia's recent loan to Papua New Guinea and its impact on the controversial CONNECT PNG Infrastructure project. In true PNG Trends Burner style, we will dissect the critical question: is the CONNECT PNG program a viable infrastructure project, or is it money to be dished out to politicians like what happened on Luluata Island with the Aussie-funded COVID money in 2020? Australia has once again come to the aid of its Pacific neighbour, extending a $570 million loan to Papua New Guinea. This loan comes with stricter foreign investment screening conditions to curb risky projects and mitigate China's influence. Since the COVID pandemic, Australia has provided over $3.1 billion to PNG, reinforcing its role as the nation's largest bilateral lender. While this financial lifeline promises support for essential services, it raises questions and controversies. The use, or as many perceived, misuse of COVID funds further fuels dissent on Australia's gifts and loans, particularly in the light of the COVID money distributed to MPs on an island just outside Port Moresby. This oversight of proper acquittals of Australian aid monies and loans has become a point of contention in recent and future gifts and loans. Is the Australian Treasury doing its due diligence? Are the Australian politicians asking the right questions? Is PNG putting the money to good works, or are they dishing out money to MPs to buy votes, as seen by many Papua New Guineans here?
Wherever. Wesley, good night. Welcome to Luluata. Recently, a statement that you were accused of having been kidnapped or having been brought over here by force, by police escort. So I wanted to hear from you myself and for those people who follow us, or were you brought here of your own free will?
Thank you, Governor.
Or did you come of your own free will, I should say?
Thank you, Governor. I came out of my own will.
Make no mistake, this massive loan from Aussie in response to Treasurer Ian Ling Stuckey's begging is a welcome gesture. But many Papua New Guineans, including academics and analysts, are sceptical of the unviable spending habits of the PNG government. CONNECT PNG programs. Is it a viable infrastructure project? Let's address the elephant in the room. Central to the concerns is the CONNECT PNG program, a major infrastructure initiative aimed at transforming the nation's road connectivity. Despite its ambitious goals, the program has been criticized and mockingly referred to as the CONNECT PNG Program.
It's not the CONNECT PNG, it's a CONNECT.
Suggesting a corridor of corruption and unviable spending.
I think he knows exactly what I mean. The minister has been seen publicly photographed and videoed, handing out checks to contractors directly. For the first time, a minister of state doing this in this country.
Looking back at the Marape Rosso Pangu-backed government, this flagship project, the CONNECT PNG program, aims to enhance Papua New Guinea's road network over 20 years with a budget of 20 billion kina, yes, you heard it right, 20 billion kina, $6 billion US. Over 4 billion kina, $1.2 billion US has been spent so far, with 5.6% of the annual national budget allocated to this CONNECT PNG project. This is a massive allocation, dwarfing the allocations to important health and education spending. On the development front, the CONNECT PNG program is not entirely run by the Department of Works, the government body responsible for such initiatives. Ideally, the Works Department should employ Papua New Guinean tradespeople, run apprenticeship programs and lead this nationwide development effort. Right? Yes, damn right. The burning question on everyone's mind is the CONNECT PNG program truly improving accessibility, fostering economic growth, and providing essential services to rural communities after 4 billion kina spending? If the answer is no, or inconclusive, then it simply shows that the CONNECT PNG program is not a viable project. Australia's loan of $570 million. Back to Australia's loan of $570 million. Australia set stringent conditions that PNG must comply with. So PNG must enhance its foreign investment screening processes, blocking projects deemed economically unviable or posing national security risks. The recent exchange of letters between PNG Treasurer Ian Ling Stuckey and Australia's Jim Chalmers strengthened this commitment. In the grand scheme of things, Senator Jim Chalmers and the Australian government have to ask whether the CONNECT PNG project is an economically viable infrastructure project. With the Australia-PNG relations and intelligence, it is not hard to ascertain this question. So in the face of diplomacy and friendship, the conditions of Australia's $570 million loan to boost the PNG national budget must be adhered to. Criticism of Australia's loan of $570 million to PNG. Peter O'Neill, the former Prime Minister and critic of the Marape Rosso-Pangu-led government, said, "The loan is in addition to an already unsustainable level of debt, which now exceeds 60 billion kina. The government needs to reduce its unhealthy spending habits and eliminate politically motivated programs and projects." O'Neill's criticism highlights a broader concern. PNG's debt levels are soaring, driven by unplanned financial commitments, wasteful spending on ministers and ministries, and the cornerstone CONNECT PNG program, which siphons significant funds from the national budget annually. Analysts and academics have also cautioned both the Australian and PNG governments about the unhealthy spending habits of the PNG government. Analysts warned that PNG's rising debt levels could become unsustainable despite ongoing IMF-led economic reforms. The Australian government, wary of Chinese influence, sees this loan as a strategic move to ensure PNG's economic stability and security. However, the viability of the CONNECT PNG program remains under scrutiny. In an ABC report, Mihai Sora from the Lowy Institute said, "We don't yet know how PNG will define uneconomic projects or national security risks, but the goal is to ensure compatibility and transparency in critical infrastructure." Also, the East Sepik provincial member, Governor Allan Bird, has pointed out that certain debts are not included in the government's official debt figures. These out-of-the-book debts raise concerns about transparency and the true extent of PNG's financial obligations and debt ceiling.
Desla dinau among taxpayers by buying. The danger of debt sitting off the books cannot be played down. I remind my good friend the Treasurer that when we sat opposite, we took issue with Prime Minister O'Neill and his Treasurer at the time, and we were deeply concerned about off the budget debt, off-book items. Over the past 5 budgets, our government has borrowed around 30 billion kina. When the Minister for Works jubilantly celebrated the arrival of the road in Telefomin, and I was so happy for our Telefomin people, he announced then that total contracts that are running under CONNECT PNG is 7 billion kina. When we come to the FBO in March, I would ask the Minister for Finance to present on this floor all of those contracts and all of those values so that every member of parliament can get some transparency into this contract.
CONNECT PNG program viability. Guinea government continues to secure overseas loans. The stakes are high. Can the CONNECT PNG program rise above the skepticism and deliver on its promise? Or will it remain in the eyes of many a symbol of unfulfilled potential, a project overshadowed by the label of CONNECT PNG? In hindsight, the CONNECT PNG program should be led by the Department of Works in all 4 regions in PNG, not by contractors. This was done during the early days of PNG's development. The Provincial Works Department and provincial councils were at the forefront of roadworks. Where has that concept gone? When politics and money are at play, government bodies designed to implement development agendas are ignored. In the CONNECT PNG program, the Department of Works is the right government body to oversee and, importantly, implement this infrastructure development. It is the department to make nationwide infrastructure developments viable, trustworthy and sustainable long-term. So, how does the PNG government empower the DOW and local councils? It's not rocket science. engage the University of Technology Engineering students and the technical and vocational TVET students in internship and apprenticeship programs. Build capacity in this sector to sustain itself. It was done prior to and just after independence. It can be done today. Is the CONNECT PNG program truly improving accessibility, fostering economic growth and providing essential services to rural communities? Or is it merely a grandiose project that benefits a select few? As the nation grapples with rising debt levels and the need for stringent economic reforms, the CONNECT PNG program stands at a crossroads. Will it rise above the skepticism and deliver on its ambitious promises, or will it continue to be viewed as a CONNECT PNG scheme? Comment below and share your views. Join the PNG Trends Burner YouTube community as we continue to dissect the implications of politics on PNG's development. Stay tuned for more updates and insights.
Annual taxpayers by buying. The danger of debt sitting off the books cannot be played down. Our problem is at micro level, and that's implementation. We cannot continue.